Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch on this 06 or 06 02.09.2024. Current time is 05:53 a.m. Eastern Time here in Upstate New York on this Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And we made it to the weekend. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch. And I've got to be, let's see, is he going to lay down? Let's see, you gotta come over. I gotta take him to the bathroom. Do I gotta take? Yeah, I'll be right back, folks. Stand by. I'll be right back. We're back. Real short at the beginning. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch. I had to take care of Jack. He comes down. He's a little skittish, and the other cats, they chase him, so I'm like his bodyguard. Had to give him his food and stuff like that. Make sure the other cats aren't chasing him and stuff. And like big brother to Jack. Jack is he's the older of the 5 cats that we have now. We used to have 6. God, thinking about you, Calvin. But Rich Roberts here with the morning coffee for the Friday morning coffee 2024 on this February 9th Twitch broadcast. Oh man, the coffee's good. Oh my God, that is good. But we made it to the weekend. I hope everybody had a good week. It's a quick week, wasn't it? I thought it was a quick week, yeah? Yeah. Lot to do. Busy there. I think we're still recovering from Wednesday. Wednesday was a busy day for me and the missus, I guess, as far as being retired and all and stuff. So, but we're here. We made it to the weekend, and I still look forward to the weekends as far as that goes. And just because I am retired doesn't mean I have something to look forward to for the end of the week. Good morning to our good friend Tony D. Tony D. What's that?
Good morning.
Oh, the missus says good morning, Tony. Salute to you, sir. # positive start to the day, and passed on your good mornings to the missus. And as far as that goes, I know he's at his day job there, listening, or else he's in a meeting. He's in and out and stuff like that. So we do appreciate that, Tony. Just to let you know. I noticed, was it last night? I took a nap yesterday, and I take naps specifically Thursday to stay up late, and it's 3 weeks in a row. I'm really noticing and getting a little concerned that we haven't seen our good friend Ted Hicks. Late night parenting. I saw the. What was that thing on YouTube? His, what the hell was that? That's, what do they call that? The reminder thing came on at 10:17 last night, and I was finishing watching Carmen's broadcast, I guess, at the end there and stuff, and I just thought it was odd. She didn't mention anything about Ted going to. Yeah, I know he's been busy. Yeah, he must be really busy. I mean, 3 weeks. I know he's got something in the works, Not exactly. It's his business and stuff, and I wish him the best and stuff because he's a great guy, Ted Hicks. Just thank you, Tony. I know he's busy. It's just I thought he kept because I saw the reminder there at 10:17 last night. I said, oh, okay, I'll stay up, and I was up until I fiddled around here. I took a nap, so usually if I take a nap, I'm pretty good to go as long as I keep busy and I don't lay horizontal on the on the couch. The missus went to bed. She said, "You gonna come out here and watch TV?" No, I'm staying right here, so I stay awake. So we hope our good friend Ted Hicks. Well, I know he's doing good. He's a busy guy. He is a busy guy, and such. But I just to make mention of him last night there, as far as that goes. Let's see. Our current temperature is the web page is telling me one thing, and I'm seeing something differently. Is it still at? Yeah, it's still at 42 over across the river. But currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 2.7 degrees Celsius, and that's a good thing. 37 is a good thing. Usually we've been down in well, it was a little bit there. A couple days we're down like 20, 22 or something like that, in the high 20s and stuff. But we're at 37 degrees Fahrenheit currently, and 2.7 degrees Celsius. And we should have a nice day. We had a nice day yesterday. We went for a walk after the audio podcast over there on Spotify, and I got a notice from Spotify. I think you can still use it to upload and download, but you can't record on the website page or something like that. They're doing some changes now and stuff, just as long as they don't really mess up. You okay, Jackie? You go lay down. You're a good boy. But today, let's see, we're going to have sun and cloud mix, near record temperatures today, 57 degrees. So that means we might hit 60, folks. That'd be great. Early spring. Groundhog stated it. It's an early spring. And I do believe it is. It felt like spring yesterday walking. Although my hands got a little bit, just a tad cold. Winds out of the south by southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sun will be rising at 7:11 tomorrow morning. 7:11, which is another hour. It's top of the hour at 6 o'clock right now. It's here in the southern tier of upstate New York, so that's in an hour and 11 minutes. 7:11 a.m. The sun will be rising. It's rising a little early, and the sun is setting a little bit early. It's going to 5:30 tonight. 5:30 p.m. the sun will be setting, and that means that you can step out at 6 o'clock, 12 hours from now, and there's still going to be some daylight out there. It'll be dark and dusk, and or twilight, early evening twilight there, but you can still see the sun setting off on the horizon there, off to the west. So our world times and temperatures here at what is that? I got a little doodad on there. At 1:01 a.m. in Honolulu, Hawaii, cloudy skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and Phoenix, Arizona at 4:01 a.m. currently, clear skies, 41 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, Illinois at 5:01, clear skies, 43 degrees in Chicago. It's warm, and it's a toasty 43 degrees this morning in the jungle, the New York City, at 6:02 a.m. with clear skies. It's 6:02 a.m. currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York. We're about 3.5 hours drive southeast on Route 17, which is now Interstate. Well, vast majority of it's Interstate 86 now. Old Route 17. I like that. Across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean in Cork, Ireland, we have it is at 11:02 a.m. It is cloudy skies, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, it's raining in Milan, and it's 50 degrees at 12:02. Manja. Sit in your favorite restaurant and watch the rain fall during lunchtime in Milan at 12:02. Raining in Milan. In Kuala Lumpur, we got thunderstorms still in Kuala Lumpur. 82 degrees Fahrenheit at 7:03 p.m. in the early evening currently, and the humidity is getting a little bad. Tokyo, Japan at 8:03 p.m. in the evening. Currently, it's cloudy skies, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. In Melbourne, Australia, at 10:03 p.m. late evening, 64 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy with some clearing. And off to Sydney at 10:03 p.m. in the evening, also cloudy skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So their temperatures are starting to come down. Ours is going up. So and usually Melbourne, I don't think I've ever seen them over 80 or in the 90s or something like that. So those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. We do have, oh, I forgot to bring that tab up. Okay, that's the one thing I forgot to do. Bring up a Twitch page here. We have a quote for our thought for the day that we do, and I posted up there on X/Twitter, as well as posting it over there on True Social at Fireman Rich, Blue Skies at Fireman Rich, Instagram Threads at Fireman Rich, and public Facebook at Fireman, or the real Fireman Rich. But I'm also over on Gitter and Gab at Fireman Rich. Just Google at Fireman Rich. Let's see. We got to bring the Twitter up here. And but our the thought for today is a quote from Mahatma Gandhi, and let's see. Oh, that's something interesting. Where you get your podcasts? Ooh, I have to check that out. Okay. Let's see if I can get this here. Mahatma Gandhi. Where's Mahatma Gandhi? And it's only this quote. And if recently, this one's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. 7 words. I like that. You cut it down to plain and simple. Oh, let me back up. I forgot. I'm sorry, Tony. Tony's weather down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. I'm still waking up. My God, get some coffee in you, Rich. In Warner Robins, Georgia, where Tony D is from. It's 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Everybody's in the 40s, it seems. Nobody's down in the, well, yeah, everybody's in the 40s across the board. 40 or higher. That's good. Well, we're at 37, but across the pond, or across the Susquehanna River, where the weather station recorder is at, it says 42. But where Tony is at is 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 69 for the high, 44 for the low, and it's cloudy. So even down Georgia way is good. Let's see, Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was an Indian lawyer, a very good man, was an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial nationalist, and a political enthusiast who employed nonviolent, that's the key, nonviolent resistance to lead the successful campaign for the country of India independence from British rule. He inspired a movement of civil rights and freedom across the country, and this is back in the early days there as a young lawyer, and we have a good quote from him. His quote goes as follows, for our thought for the day. Where there is love, there is life. You can't get any straightforward than that. Where there is love, there is life. Where there's hate, there's destruction. There's there's no life really. There's you got to have love to have life. And I know they have the yin and yang and all that, but we want to live this life of ours in a good way, and I think living it with love for a fellow human being, that's what we all are. Because when the aliens come here, they're not going to know what political persuasion you are. They could care less. They're just going to look at us as, those human beings there, the little munchkins. From when they're viewing us from outer space here. But where there is love, there is life. A quote from Mahatma Gandhi, our thought for the day, and we thank him, sir, and Godspeed. And as far as that goes. Today, sort of perplexed. knowing what I saying good morning to the missus here just before coming on to the broadcast, and then it was on automatic before I even looked at the page here for the National Day. We have 4. We could say it's National Toothache Day. There's a day for National Tooth. Come on. I don't like that. I might throw that one in the States cans. We got National Bagel and Lox. I like bagel and cream cheese. That's okay. National Cut the Cord Day. That's a good one. But no, today is, and we can't have it because we were supposed to have meatloaf last night, but we didn't have meatloaf because the meat was still was semi-frozen. So we ended up having hot dogs last night. They were good. They were fantastic. I think there's some left over for lunch today. I had a couple of them with sauerkraut and mustard and some good-sized steak fries that were very tasty. But today is National Pizza Day. After saying good morning to the missus, I go, I guess it's going to be pizza day. And she looks at me like, why? It's National Pizza Day. She says, we got the meatloaf. It's like, oh, well, our National Pizza Day will be tomorrow probably. But let's see, hashtag National Pizza Day. National Pizza Day on February 9th celebrates one of America's all-time favorite foods, and it's one of my favorite. It is by far probably one of the most favorite foods there is to have. Whether it's thin crust, Chicago style, deep dish, or anything in between, pizza is an American favorite. And oddly enough, when we went out to breakfast Wednesday, the waitress we had, she used to waitress at the old Pizza Hut here in Owego. That's no more. All the Pizza Huts left. And she gave a little insight that I didn't realize, that the Pizza Huts up in upstate New York, in the southern tier, they were all under one roof. And when I guess the owners that own all those Pizza Huts sold it to this entity out of the south, this business, they thought they were getting a good deal. And then when it came up, they looked at all the Pizza Huts needed some repair. She said at the one in Owego, it needed quite some work. It needed to be updated and all that. And I guess when the new owners saw that, they said, oh, the hell with that. We're closed. We'll stay open for a little bit, get our money back, and close. And that's why all the Pizza Huts closed. I thought it was a Pizza Hut decision, but it wasn't. So she, good waitress too. So pizza is an American favorite. We love our pizza, and they come in many varieties. And we let's see, a few pizza facts. Pepperoni is the most popular pizza at 36% of all pies ordered. Over 3 billion pizzas are sold in the U.S. each year. 3 billion pizzas. And another 1 billion on frozen pizzas. And I tell you, the frozen pizzas now, that's what we have. We have, I think it's every Monday or Tuesday night, we have the frozen. There's a whole variety of different frozen pizzas now. In the United States, 17% of all restaurants are pizzerias. Arctic Pizzeria, the first pizzeria opened, what's this? Anik Pizzeria? Oh, it was called Anik Pizzeria. It was the first pizzeria to open up in Naples, Italy in 1738. Gianardo Lombardi, the first pizzeria in the United States, opened in 1894 down there in New York City. That's why you get a big slice of New York style. New York style is the best. I love it. But I will not. I won't turn my head on a Chicago deep dish or any other type of pizza. The only thing I don't like on pizza, anchovies. Nah, I'll pass on the anchovies. I'm really surprised. I like mushrooms. Mushrooms aren't too bad. American consumes on an average 23 pounds of pizza a day. Oh my God. So happy National Pizza Day. Go have a slice of pizza today. I'll have my pizza tomorrow. Oh, let's see. What we got here? We're cranking. How's it? Oh, let me check the audio here. How's our audio? Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Audio is good. Audio is outstanding. We are doing good. And let's see, we did the audio podcast, and let me see how you bring that up. But Spotify's got something going. I think I kept that email. Let me check my email here real quick. And I'm wondering, oh, geez, I can't use the app anymore? And I'm like, let's see. If you don't have Paramount today, it's a good time to get it because it's last chance to get the $3 a month for 3 months. Because what is it? That's right. Halo starts today, I think, or did it start yesterday? Ooh, let me switch off. Let me check Halo. Halo start. When did Halo? I just like the Halo season 2. When did that start? Oh, it's not until the 15th, so that's next Thursday. Okay. And I think I think all the new shows start after the Super Bowl, as far as that goes. So, let's see. Let's go back. We want to check our. Oh, there's our mail's already open. So, where is that? Okay, there's that. I think I got rid of it. Let me see. Let me check. No, I don't want to check that. Let's check the trash bin. Stream Elements, Twitch. Rumble, Twitch, Rumble. Is that from yesterday? No, that's yesterday was the 8th. So it would have been right there. Huh. I thought I'd still have it. I don't have it. That's odd. Let's see, inbox again. Oh, here it is. It's right here. Okay. Spotify for podcasters. Hello. We are writing to inform you of changes to our feature set that we believe may impact your show on your past product usage, in addition to an existing evolution in our partnership. They're partnering with Riverside, whatever it is, beginning June 24 or June 2000. This June, I thought it said January. June 2024. We are discontinuing Spotify for podcasters. What the hell's going on there? Proprietary creation capabilities as we refocus our attention on building the next generation of podcasting tools. Specifically, the following features from Spotify for podcasters will no longer. Web recording and editing. Okay, I don't use that. Mobile recording and editing. I don't understand that. Will no longer be available. Music and talk. See, I'm concerned about that mobile recording because if I can't use the recording app, no changes will be made to already published episodes. These changes will only remove the ability to edit content and publish episodes, drafts, publish new episodes, and these specific features. As always, you can continue to use Spotify for podcasters. You can continue to use Spotify for podcasters to upload ready audio and video episodes on the web. Please visit our help center for information. We understand that any changes to our product experience can mean a disruption, especially if I can't record on the app. I can't see why they would have an app evolving how you create. Beginning June, certain proprietary creation tools available on Spotify for podcasters' mobile and web experience will no longer. Recording with friends, okay, I don't use that. Music and talk, I don't use that. Voice messages, I don't use that. The episode build experience on mobile, which includes recording and editing. Ooh, I do not like that one sentence here. What is that going to go? Ad segments. Ad segments can still be added to episodes using the waveform ad insert tool. Background music, we don't use that. Library. Oh, the library. Note, the library will be moved to settings to give access to the audio files created. So they say audio files created. So that means you can still create. It's going to be interesting because I love using the old Anchor app that's now Spotify for podcasters. So we'll keep an eye on that. So that was just something that I just saw yesterday, as far as that goes, and the like. So let's see if I move down to this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see. But we did do the audio podcast yesterday. Okay, first time chatter. It's Jordan. Okay, I don't really look back on my past there. It's as far as that goes. So it doesn't matter as far as what I don't really, I'm happy where I'm at now. I look at the here and now and move forward. I glance back at look at where I came from, but I don't look at. I guess I'm saying I can't answer that question. It just doesn't matter to me. I know some people do that, but it doesn't matter to me. So, but glad to have you here. Good morning and welcome to the broadcast here. Yesterday we did the audio podcast Japan Moonlander. We did an update because the Japan Moonlander came back to life after a wonky angle for its solar panels. And that was because when it landed and it I guess when it hit hard and then it landed upside down. It got positioned to where it's upside down. Great answer. Okay, yeah, I don't really. What's done is done. You can't. There's no. The current physics there is that you can't go back in time. So what's the point? I know they did that in Back to the Future a couple of times, but realistically, we can think about it. It's science fiction, and my grandfather used to always say, "Today's science fiction might be tomorrow's reality." But in our lifetime, talking about. That borderline's time travel, and I think time travel is possible sometime down the line, maybe a 1,000 years from now, maybe, I don't know. But we don't have the current physics to do that, so, I know it's fun to play what if. I don't like playing the what if, so, and you say great answers. Okay, yeah, that's my answer. I'll stick to it. So, again, thank you for being here. Great to have you. Let's see. So this Japanese... the main lander, it's called Slim. When it landed very precise in this fact that it didn't crash land. It's still operational. They had to shut it down with 12 minutes left of power because the solar panels weren't operational. Now the sun is shifted to where, and we notice that each morning when I give the rising and set times. So the sun, there's more sun and it's moving over. And this area in the afternoon is getting a lot brighter. So that lander is getting solar power, and it's actually going to be able to do some science for Japan Space Agency. It's called the Smart Lander for Investigating Moon, or SLIM, the acronym. Made Japan the fifth nation after the U.S., Soviet Union, China, and India. We all know that stuff, but it's operational now. So, and that wasn't even, it was big news that it, they said, well, you sort of got the impression. I watched the landing of this, and I talked about this yesterday in the audio podcast. So we're following up on that, and it's got two little rovers there, one that hops like a frog, and then there's another one, it's a ball that rolls around and stuff. So I keep tabs on that. They came up on my queue, and it's like, oh, okay, it's operational. Let's see, on our history, which there's one particular event that happened back in 1964. I was six or 7 years old. 7 years old, because I remember this. Actually, I remember the assassination of President Kennedy. I was only, 4 or 5? I think I remember that. I just couldn't understand what was going on. But 60 years ago today, back in 1964, the Beatles appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show. Now, for you youngsters, for you millenniums that don't know what the Ed Sullivan Show, the Ed Sullivan Show on Sunday nights was a big deal. And everybody on the country sat down and watched it. It's sort of like the old version of sitting in front of the radio for the programs back in the day there. But the Ed Sullivan Show was a Sunday show. Ed Sullivan would present these acts and stuff like that, and it was fantastic. But the Beatles appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show before recording a record-setting audience of Americans waiting to see them perform their number one hit, "I Want to Hold Your Hand." And I remember that. I remember my older brother going wild. My mother, she's, "Oh, look at those." My father said, "They need a haircut." I just sit there. I like the music. It's just like I remember that the British invasion, as they called it. Never before had so many viewers turned into a live television program with 73 million viewers. This is back in 1964 now. This was on the black and white TV. It totaled 3/4 of the total adult audience in the United States. So on October 31st, Ed Sullivan was at the London's Heathrow Airport and saw a crowd of 1,500 people, fans, waiting for the Beatles to return from a tour in Sweden. Struck by the crowd, Sullivan became interested in looking at booking the Beatles for his show and connected Beatles manager Brian Epstein. The Beatles flew into John F. Kennedy International Airport on February 7th, which is a couple days ago. We mentioned that in past history for the day. To a waiting crowd of 5,000 fans. CBS saw huge anticipations for the Beatles' first appearance with 50,000 tickets requests for 700. There was 50,000 ticket requests, and there was only 728 seats. What are you doing, Jackie? Are you okay? Come here. What do you got to do? You got to go to the bathroom? I'm going to have to take a break here, folks. I think Jack has to go to the bathroom, so we'll go ahead and park it here. And let's see. And this is the Friday broadcast, so we're good to go on the. Let's see. We will be right back. Oh, wait a minute. He's coming back. You don't have to go out there? Are you going to lay down? Huh? Nope, he's sitting there. Maybe, I think he might. I'm going to have to check. I'll be right back, folks. And we're back. We are back, folks. You stand by here. Let me bring myself up here. Okay, what we got? There we go. And we're back. We checked on Jack. What a munchkin. I tell you, I almost took off my headset here with the, as far as that goes. Let me fix this here. My foot grabbed the headphones and I put them down, but they almost followed me into the kitchen. Oh, let's see here. Okay, we're good. I don't know why we're not. Oh, there we are. We're coming up on that. Let's see. Oh, it is. Okay. And our broadcast 60 frames per second, 34 bits kbs, and we're doing pretty good. Okay, that's good. All right, and I refreshed my coffee, so we're good for a little bit here as far as that goes. Go lay down. Come on. You got some milkies? I think the missus gave him some milk, so I guess he's happy now. He didn't have to go to the bathroom. Go lay down, okay? You okay? You okay?
Look at your hand up. Go lay down.
Yeah. Go lay down. It's okay. Get up in your perch. He's going to come up here. Yeah, okay. He's going to come join us. You want to come join us? Look out the window? Come on. Hop up. What's that? You want to get on my lap? Huh? Come on. You okay? It's okay. Huh? Want to get up here? There you go. It's okay. You're a good boy. It's okay. Okay. I love you too. Okay. All right. Back to the history. Let's see. Jamaica in 1962. Jamaica was independent back in 1962. Wow. That was before that. George Harrison on this day in 1982 presented UNICEF with a check of $9 million for $9 million 10 years after his fundraiser began with the concert for Bangladesh. Okay, I remember that. And 1991, voters in Lithuania voted for independence. And in 1991, that's when the then and now debunked imploded Soviet Union. That's back when the Soviet Union no more. And let's see. And going down the list here. Let's see. Yep, there's the Beatles again. That's a big highlight, the Beatles. Back in 1825, the House of Representatives elected John Quincy Adams president after no candidate received a majority of electoral votes. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Nobody got a majority, so the Congress ended up deciding. In 1942, the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff held its first formal meeting to coordinate military strategy during World War II. What was Pearl Harbor? Is that 41 or 42? You would figure they'd be doing it, they'd be meeting beforehand. It was 1941. Geez, I figured they would be doing it right after the bombing. Yeah, December 7th, 1941. So in 1942 was the first time they met. Wow, that sounds like our frickin' current president that resides in the White House. 1963, the first Boeing 727 went on its first ever flight as it took off from Washington, D.C., Renton, Washington. I guess that's the state of Washington because that's where the Boeing company is at. Let's see, 1971, magnitude 6.6. Oh, 1971 magnitude 6.6 earthquake in California, San Fernando Valley claimed 65 lives. That's not good. And in 1986, Halley's Comet visited the solar system for the first time since 1910. Its return is in 2061. And I would say, let me check something here real quick. The last time it was here, one of my favorite authors, yeah, Mark Twain. I like J.R.R. Tolkien is my favorite. Mark Twain is also another favorite of his classics. And he always said that he was born when Halley's Comet came into our solar system back in 1835, and then he wrote out on it when he passed away on April 21st, 1910, and so the comet will be returning in 2061, which that's interesting. That the last time we saw it, Mark Twain was still here. But Mark Twain is. Oh, there's Jackie Jack. How are you doing, buddy? You okay? Okay. Mark Twain, his final resting spot is right down about 20 minutes down the road here. 25 minutes down the road in Elmira, New York. That's where the last resting place of Mark Twain with his family, as far as that goes. So he resided here. He spent his summers here in the southern tier, as far as that goes. He was he born? Yeah, he was born out in Missouri, but his wife's family was from Connecticut, and he spent his summers here in the southern tier, and as far as that goes. So his final resting spot, I would have loved to meet the guy. He would have been a pretty. You look at some of the pictures. He was probably a pretty intimidated individual, but I think he has good spirits because of we have a lot of his quotes are thought for the day. So, okay, do we have anything else for the history? Let's see. Okay, 2009, that's not really history, but that's like, what, 14 years ago. New York Yankee third baseman Alex Rodriguez admitted to taking performance-enhanced drugs. So what else is new? Although all those ball players did back in that day. Telling ESPN he used banned substances while with the Texas Rangers for 3 years. So... And in 2018, at the opening ceremonies of the Winter Olympics, South Korea, North and South Korea athletes entered the Olympic Stadium together. Wow, that's something. And I'm not seeing anything else for. Let's go back just to make sure. Nope. Other than the big one. February 9th, 1964, the Beatles have landed in the United States. Want to hold your hand. Oh, let's see here. And let's see if I can bring this up. Over on my Twitter feed. Go ahead and bring that up here. What are we doing on time? We're not even at... I know we're just at 30 minutes. We're at 45. Yeah, 47. So we're coming up on the first hour. I'll take a break here in about another 15, 20 minutes or something like that. Let's see. Over on my Twitter feed, let's go check that out. I posted up something. I played PUBG Battlegrounds yesterday, and I did pretty good yesterday. Let me see how I present this, because that's the thing we do on a Friday. We present things. Let's see. I get it here. Let's see. share screen. There's my Twitter feed. And let's see if that shows up. Yep, that does show up. There's my Twitter feed right there. Right there. And there's our thought for the day, our posting. This thing's interesting. This is Stephen Smith talking about, I'm not going to play it because it's a little too in your face. He's an in your face thing, but it's on my Twitter feed. I would agree with him. Basically, New York City is providing $53 million for prepaid cards for the migrant families that are coming in. Yeah, they need help and stuff like that, but he makes a good, for years we haven't been taking care of our own. We need to take care of our own first. So, but there it is. I put up a over there on my Rumble channel and YouTube channel, the PUBG Battleground Thursday. It was right. Well, they started in the morning time, but it was more in the afternoon. It was just at lunchtime. Didn't feel like making lunch, so I was on for an hour. Got two good games. These are the two good games. The first game I got 7 out of 97, no kills. There was some games I played earlier in the morning. There's what, 3? How many games? I usually keep track. Yeah, I played 2 games in the afternoon or in the morning, and I got a couple kills. So I got a total of 3 kills. They just started season 28, so this is fun. So the whole key is my survival rate is not really that high because there's sometimes I land and I get whacked right away. But yesterday these are my two best games. I got a 7th place out of 97, and then I got a 9th place out of 100, and that's always fun. I have gotten better. The other day I had 6 out of whatever. There's a thing about there's some news about our president there, so I put that in there. He's not going too good. And then I posted about we talked about the commercials there that are going to be on. There's the lander. That's what I did yesterday. There's the audio podcast there for the lander, and that you can see how it's sitting upside down as far as that goes, and you can see the nozzle on the top side. So, but the sun is such that the solar arrays are on the opposite side, but the sun has positioned itself to where it is getting some power from that. And that's our broadcast on Wednesday that we did, talking about the Busy Mark, Ted Clark's that's closing. So I'm enjoying playing the PUBG. It's fun. PUBG Battlegrounds. That's the name of the game. It's not PUBG Mobile. I don't have PUBG Mobile anymore. I don't play it. It's not challenging anymore. This is more challenging. This because it's more realistic. I mean, the graphics on this game are phenomenal. This game has been out for a while, but I'm getting reacquainted with it. I played around with it about a year ago, and started kicking into it last summer. And I'm really getting into it now, and it's really cramping my playing with Lord of the Rings Online because I want to play this game. This game is very challenging, and the whole key of it is to survive. My ultimate objective is to survive to the top 10, and that means running around here or there, engaging where I have to, but try not to engage and stay away from, because there's a lot of sniping in this. So you gotta look at many facets. So there's a lot of strategic planning that's going on playing this game. So I'm enjoying it. It's really sharpens the mind. I'm really getting really good at the keyboard, and it just takes a little bit of time. It's just like I remember doing the PUBG Mobile with my thumbs. It's like, what is with this? I couldn't. You got to acclimate yourself to the controls, and I am doing that with the keyboard, no problem. I could run around. I could drive. There's the one game. It might have been this game. I drove around and I take hits, and it keeps you alive. But as the circle gets smaller and smaller, it's about every 3 minutes, it gets smaller. You can't go outside that circle or else you'll die. The blue zone, as they call it. It gets smaller, but eventually it gets so small it's sort of not to your advantage to drive the car or motorcycle because they can pick you off and stuff. You got to watch the hills. There's snipers in the hills and stuff like that. It's a snow. But I've gotten to the point where I'm probably just about not. I'm better on PUBG Mobile because it's a little bit better control. And as far as that, hey, good morning, Thamer. Good morning, Thamer, coming in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where it is currently in Riyadh. It is 2:43 p.m. and you have sunny skies there in Riyadh, Thamer. 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Good to have you here. Good morning. You're in your afternoon as far as that goes. So I'm just talking about Thamer. I appreciate you popping in yesterday on the gameplay. I'm really enjoying this game. This game is balls to the wall as far as that goes. If you have an opportunity to play it, if you like the first-person shooter, again, it takes a while to get used to anything, and I have fun with it because why are you playing it if you're not having fun? You know, if you're going to complain about this, that. The one thing I noticed, though, is it doesn't seem like you have the troublemakers like you do in PUBG Mobile, where you get the people that cheat. I've yet to come across people that cheat on it. There's some really good players. I don't know if you can cheat on this. I've never heard of that. I know you can cheat with cheat codes, and you're not supposed to use them over there on PUBG Mobile. But PUBG Battlegrounds for the PC, and I guess there's a version for Xbox and PlayStation. But reading up on it, they can't cross over for some reason. So I'm playing mostly PC players. And it's fun. I accidentally the other day I didn't have it set up for single solo player, and I said, wait a minute, I'm hearing voices, and I'm talking to this guy in Oregon. I'm playing with him and stuff like that. And he says, "You getting him?" And I was behind a tree, just like in the picture there, and there's a guy that's over on the other side, and I'm trying to take him out. And I took him out, and I said, "Yeah, I got him. And he says, "Yeah, okay, son, I got two over here." And then I'm running with him, and then I get hit. He helps me, revives me, and that's the good thing about the game is when you're with a team and they help you out and stuff like that. And this guy was, you can't see how many kills. It was right at the end of the game when I think we ended up getting 6 in this. But he had like 15 kills, and I'm thinking this guy is I'm hanging out with a pro. I was just watching Tucker interview 2 hours fly by. Oh, you were? I have yet to watch it. I heard about it. As far as that goes, I've been focusing in on the other things there, Thamer. Let's see. PC players way better, more professional. Oh yeah, I agree, Thamer. I agree. Hey, good morning, Tina. Tina's in the house. Our Jersey girl. Good morning. Yeah, I'm going to have to check some of that broadcast out. That's going to be interesting. And Thamer saying good morning to Tina. And so, yeah, I think the PC it's very enjoyable because you don't have the cheaters there, I guess, and stuff. At least it appears to be. It's a really fun game. And I got on yesterday for just an hour. That's 2 games, and I like doing that. It's a real quick on the Twitch broadcast for the gaming and stuff, and it works out quite well. And if you watch the replay, the graphics are phenomenal. I mean, PUBG Mobile is a good game, but I don't play it anymore. I watch this guy called the Bushka. He's really good on PUBG Mobile. He's top tier player and stuff like that. I can jokingly say, yeah, I'm in the 5%, but that's the 5% on the American server. I've whittled my way up to that, but this guy is top notch. Where this guy can rack up like 10 kills a game if he wants with no problem. He's very proficient. He's called the Bushka. I got him highlighted on my recommended viewers if you want to watch. He's very entertaining. He broadcasts on Thursday. I think Sunday night he puts out videos, very very knowledgeable, and he's a very funny Australian too. So so yeah, I'm gonna have to. So that's a 2-hour interview. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting to see. Let's see. Let's go ahead and I got a McDonald's. I got another McDonald's. We're talking about fast food. I already follow him. He is a pro. Oh, you see him? So you see what I'm talking about, Tamer. The guy, he's. There's no way I could hang. Even if he offered, I would have to pass because there's no way I wouldn't want to cramp his style. I love watching this guy. He is the best. He is the best. I mean, I've learned so much from him watching his, and I can use that what I learned watching him in PUBG Battlegrounds because it's the same game essentially. It's just the maps are bigger. I mean, you got to be aware of where you're on these maps because that blue zone comes in real quick, and if you're not quick, the difference is PUBG Mobile. If you're in a car, you can stay ahead of that blue zone, okay, that comes in. In PUBG Battlegrounds, that's faster than the car, so you got to anticipate. Okay, it's about a minute out. I better get going to get close to the circle. If you have enough health packs, you can run there, but you got to have you better have about 5 or 6 health packs if you're back a ways. But you follow him. That's great, Thamer. That's good to know. And Thamer, what's in your background are very important. What's in your backpack are very important in the game. Yes, it's primarily. And like I said, the maps are huge, and that's what's impressive. You don't hear. And the thing is, the other difference is PUBG Mobile on the map. You'll see a flash. You'll see where the gunfire is. That's not realistic. I was watching a couple of YouTubes last night that you gotta listen to sound. It's realistic in that aspect. Where if you hear the gunfire over here, okay, and then also if you hear a bullet whiz by your head going this way, you say, okay, he's behind me, but I better turn around. So it's a little bit different dynamics in PUBG Battlegrounds, and that's what makes it fun. It's really realistic too. It's scary as far as that goes. And sometimes when you take a hit, multiple hits, you got the headphones on. It's like boop, 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 boop. Funny. It is funny. So I'm having fun. I'm going to probably be in the training area today to practice up some shooting techniques and stuff like that. So, but I'm able to run around, and I've been in the top 2 a handful of times. Top 10 for, let's see, I played like 8 or 9 games. I've been in the top 10 3 of those 9 times I played. So, like I said, the season just changed here 2 days ago. So that's fun. Let's see. Thamer says, sadly, many people don't understand. They carry too much gun accessories and leave no space for. Yes, and that was one of the videos I was watching last night, Thamer. Now that you mention that, is like you should carry this much, this much, this much, this much, and you shouldn't get too fixated. And Cup of Joe has this problem. Is looting. You get too fixated on looting. Once you get your gun, and that's the thing, you got to get your gun quick in PUBG Battlegrounds, and you have to load it. Where PUBG Mobile, that's all automatic. That's what makes it's more realistic. And if you pick up a gun, and oddly enough, the gun that I keep on finding is the AUG. I love using the AUG automatic. And I actually figured out, I guess it's a G key that you toggle automatic to single shot. That was one of the big things I discovered. I'm discovering little things each time I play, and I'm getting better at it, and I'm having a ball as far as that goes. Don't blame him. No, I'm just that's Cup of Joe. I played with him on PUBG Mobile and stuff. Is he doing okay? I haven't heard from him in a while. He usually pops in here every once in a while, Thamer. So I'm sure he's doing good. Yeah, just Joe. I know you're joking, Thamer. Yeah, Cup of Joe, for those people that are watching on the replay on YouTube and Rumble, he's a good friend. I'm going to take a quick break here, folks, and we'll be right back as far as that goes. And I just want to refresh my coffee again. it gets down to a half or something like that. So just hang in there. I'll be right back, Tina. We'll be right back, Thamer, and anybody else that's still in the chat. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of a break here for a few minutes. Be right back. Yeah, I got to do an update. There's an update. I have an update, folks. I do have an update. Oh, that's interesting. And starts in 5 minutes. Okay. We have an update. That's good news. I have an update. Let's see. I did say earlier that let's go ahead and kick that here. Today, the National Day is Pizza Day. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about that, Thamer and Tina, but today's hashtag National Pizza Day. I think that's what it is. And I said that we weren't going to have it because last night we were supposed to have meatloaf, and the ground beef was still frozen. So we had hot dogs, and no, cool. Yeah, today it's National Pizza Day today. So I said before when I did the segment here just a few minutes ago, what happened? We didn't lose internet, did we? Okay, there it is. It's today is hashtag National Pizza Day, and I said we weren't going to have pizza because we got to use the ground chuck tonight, and we'll do our pizza tomorrow. I have tortellini and I'm having tortellini and sausage. Okay, well that's close to. You can see it's almost like pizza Italian. We've been making our own pizzas. Okay, but we're gonna have meatloaf tonight, and I said, well, we could celebrate National Pizza Day tomorrow. But on the break here, talking to the missus, she says, I got a bright idea. She's going to make the ground beef, instead of meatloaf, she's going to make it into a chili. Then that can keep till tomorrow. So tonight we're going to have Mario's Pizza. Yay, everybody's happy. So that's a good idea. What did you think of that?
Earlier.
Okay. Because the missus woke up and said, yeah, today's National Pizza Day. We're going to go to Mario's. And yeah, Tina says that's a good idea. She's having her breakfast right now, so
every now and then I come up with one.
Yeah, but we love Mario's Pizza here in Owego. It's a great family. You can look up Mario's in Owego, New York, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a great Italian pizzeria, and we've been going there since we got out of the Air Force. As far as that goes, it's a great pizza place. They make a great large cheese pizza. You know, you get a slice of that cheese. It's like New York style. It's to die for. I love it. It's the best pizza there is. As far as it goes, a good slice of New York style cheese pizza. So there we go. Continuing with the positive start to the day. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And so that's good. Let's see. What else I got? I wanted to bring up something. I'm going to talk about McDonald's. I don't want to talk about that right yet. Let me see. Let's check this as far as... Let me check something here. Let's go to CBS Sports. CBS Sports. I think I got some. Let's see what they got. What's the big highlight on there? Oh, NFL. Okay, Tino. Yeah, that's right. Hal's on. So have a great Friday and stuff. You're welcome, Tina. Thank you. Appreciate it. I might watch a little Hal there as far as that goes. So, let's see. Presco. Let's see. Is he highlighting? Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about this because. They're talking about Mahomes as being the next. Yeah, this is the pick. This guy Pete Presco from CBS for Super Bowl. What is it? Super Bowl. The Super Bowl this Sunday. Next, Michael Jordan, Patrick. Yeah, Michael Jordan, Patrick Mahomes. He's a great football player, but he's not a Michael Jordan. He's. I don't know. It's. You know, they're building up San Francisco as far as that goes, and or I'm sorry, they're building up Kansas City Chiefs. It seems like for the Super Bowl, and I'm not buying it. I guess I'm picking the 49ers as far as that goes. And this is something they've been talking about as far as... let me present this one. Let me talk about this. Let's see. We go to present. This is going to be a factor in the Super Bowl. Because there's people that say... let's see. Okay, there we go. That's a picture of I guess Kittle. Supposedly he's supposed to be injured a little bit or something like that. Let me see something here. But it was just 4 years ago when Kansas City. Oh, okay. It wasn't last year. It was 4 years ago. Kansas City and San Francisco played the Super Bowl. A game won by the Chiefs, and a game that gave the Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes his first victory. Since then, Mahomes has won one more, lost another, and is trying to become a three-time Super Bowl winner this week. And they're doing a lot of talk of that about the Kansas against the 49ers. He beat 4 years ago. But this isn't the same 49er team of 4 years ago. This is, and this article right here, 2024 Super Bowl, how 49ers wide receivers, tight ends, fuel teams' running game. And that's going to be the big ticket thing for them, because whoever gets the running game going, that's going to be the key to the victory versus the Chiefs, because I've been writing up a little things about this game, and if the running back there, Pacharko or whatever his name is, if he gets 80 or more yards on the ground for San Francisco, there's a possibility. If Kansas City, I think it's going to come down to the running game and the tight ends especially, because the tight ends, Kelsey, Travis there for the Kansas City Chiefs, that's their bread and butter. If you nullify him, and well, they got some good receiver, Rice, and the running back Pachar, I can't pronounce his name. The Kansas City running back. It's what is it? But I really think they're talking too much about this guy right here, and he's a great player, and I think they're building it up, and I think it's going to be I'm picking the 49ers, to be honest with you. I'm going to say it right here. The Super Bowl, my Super Bowl pick is the San Francisco 49ers, and I think it's this year with Purdy. This guy, if he doesn't have the weapons, and that's what you have to take away from him, you got to take away the tight ends, and you got to contain the running game. The running game is going to be key, and San Francisco has a good running game. These teams are evenly matched. They're evenly matched as far as capability-wise, but it seems like more press has been on the Kansas City Chiefs because of Kelsey and Taylor Swift, which doesn't factor into a Super Bowl. Once they get on that gridiron, it's the 49ers against the Kansas City Chiefs. Football is being played against each other. Let's see. The city of Las Vegas is getting $500 million. An average ticket now is up to $10,000. Would not beat this game. Oh, would not bet. I wouldn't bet on this game because it's too evenly matched. It's way too evenly matched as far as that goes. Let me cut this out here. How do we stop that? Can I stop that? I can't stop that. So there are just 17 players combined on the two teams who played in that game. So the experience of the previous Super Bowl matchup is not there. So the leading passers were Jim Galapagos, the 49ers, the Chiefs. The leading rusher was Raheem Mostert for the 49ers and Damian Williams for the Chiefs. I don't think they're on there anymore. But the one constant is Mahomes. He's been with them since they beat the Chiefs 4 years ago. And that's why this CBS guy is picking the Chiefs to win. I'm picking the 49ers. And what do they have for a score? Do they have a score down here? I'm checking to see. Oh, he's picking the Chiefs 24-20. So it's going to be a tight game as far as that goes. Kansas City Chiefs. Chief teams hasn't been the gaudy statistical offensive team we've had come to expect from Mahomes, but he's found a way. And that's the thing. Is he going to find a way in this particular game? They've shown their weaknesses, and I think that's why we haven't heard about San Francisco. San Francisco, watch out. But 27 or 23 billion is dollars are going to be going into betting in this game. So there's the thing. So just to talk a little bit about this, but Mahomes has found a way to work through the major issues on offense this season, including poor tackling play, receivers who couldn't hold onto the football or line up properly. Now he has a team that's on the it's on the verge of making history. But I really think you talk up a team like this. It's just because you say it, it's not going to happen. I think 49ers. And then I could be wrong. The 49ers could lose it and stuff. But I think they have a good quarterback. Purdy has been overrated or underrated. The Chiefs there. There's just a whole bunch of stats that are out there as far as that goes. So just wanted to bring that up as far as talk about the Super Bowl. I'm sure Tony D will have a broadcast for Belt Kings Fantasy Football. It's the last episode, I believe, as far as the Super Bowl from what he was saying. And so we'll see how it goes as far as the okay, that's back. Okay, now we're going to talk about McDonald's, I guess. Let's go ahead and talk about McDonald's. Let's see, I got to bring this up. I just wanted to get it out there as far as I haven't really, it's, after the Super Bowl, then we don't have any more football until March 30th when we have the USFL, United Football League. And I will be following that. So I'm not going to, I haven't watched any basketball, so I'm not going to be bringing up the basketball sports. But the big game this week, this Sunday, 6:30 on CBS in Las Vegas. It's going to be a good game, I think, as far as that goes. Let's see. Let's put that over there. And let's see. Let's go ahead and present this. And we should be good to go there on this one. There we go. We got McDonald's. We got another article on fast food, McDonald's. Let's see. We'll get this lined up properly. You get that? I click on once. There we go. That'll work right there. And that's at 121.14. 121.14. 21.14. So this is another article. Mac Attack, New York's place on the McDonald's price scale. So we're always talking about McDonald's being expensive, and this article gives you the indication of what it's all about. Because I used to be able to go to McDonald's for less than $5. I could get a quarter pounder with cheese, a large fry, and a medium drink, and I love that. Maybe $6 or $7, but now to get that same meal, you're paying close to $12 for it, and that gets a little. But then again, I went to the Beer Tree Wednesday when we went out to, we went out to breakfast. The week before, we went out to BJ's, the box store place, and we went to the Beer Tree Brewery, which is on the other side of the Johnson City, Oakdale Commons. And I had a burger, and that was like $17. But man, the burger was great. It was like is better than a quarter pounder, better than Five Guys. But McDonald's, I used to, yeah, they're still okay. But sometimes expensive. Something expensive that New Yorkers doesn't rank first in, and we're loving it, I guess, as far as that goes. According to a recent study, fast food lovers in Alaska are shelling out nearly 24% above the national average for their trip to McDonald's. 24%. The reason they're spending so much is mostly because of the state's remote location and high cost of living. They got to bring everything up there, so it takes a lot of money. On the other hand, the state where people are paying a lot less to get their McDonald's fix is Wyoming, and they're paying 17.61% below the average for a meal. So Wyoming, that's pretty rural compared to upstate New York. The study looked at prices across all 50 states and used the food delivery and takeout site of Grubhub, who's going to have a commercial during the football. I guess you can the big thing, you register, and they're going to Grubhub everything that was that was shown on the Super Bowl commercials. If you think you're paying a lot for McDonald's, but luxury prices are being paid by Massachusetts, 22% there, and Vermont is paying 19.4%. Here in the Empire State, that's New York State, we are paying above the average level, but nowhere near what people in Alaska or Massachusetts or Vermont are paying. In New York, the prices at McDonald's sit at 11.39%, the national average. So we're 11%. While the study looked at McDonald's, they also peeked at the prices of several other fast food chains like Pizza Hut, Subway, Burger King, KFC, Popeyes, and Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. To find out the rankings, the average national price for takeout for each chain was used. No surprise here, but Alaska was the state with the highest premium, paying 18% above the national average. Texas residents have the best deal, paying nearly 10% less than the national average for those. Anchorage, Alaska, and Honolulu, Hawaii was the most, paying 18% more than the national average for takeout food. McDonald's response to the study? Yeah, you say McDonald's, it costs too much. It costs too much. What's going on? McDonald's responded to the study and said that prices are determined by the franchises and vary among restaurants. Even though prices are rising, McDonald's plans to open almost 9,000 new places by 2027 as inflation continues to drive prices up, and I've seen that firsthand at the grocery store. I went shopping with the missus this week, and the prices are high. They continue to drive prices high. The once affordable fast food chain has faced criticism, and that is no Happy Meal, as the article says. So it's expensive, no doubt. That's part of the topic for the last several years. It's been noticed. I mean, probably just 10 years ago, I was paying less than $7 for a number two meal at McDonald's. That would be a quarter pounder, large fry, medium fries, and a medium Coke. A number two medium, and I used to get that all the time. Now that same meal is like $12, so it's gone up $5 in the last 10 years, thereabouts, as far as that goes. $5-6 more. So let's see, what else do we got? Let's see. Let me see what we got here. Oh, we got 100 years ago. This past Friday. Or no, it was it Thursday? Let's see. Let's go to it here. Let me bring it up. I know we have it here. Where the heck is it? Oh, more local news. See, I don't have to shut it down. I can just bring it up like this. And then share this tab instead of the other tab, and it should change out. Let's see if that works. Yep, it works. Okay, good. We'll do 100 years ago, February 7th, which was Wednesday, as far as that goes. So let's make sure we got this one muted. Got that muted, and we'll see what it says.
"100 years ago today, police are reporting that Binghamton is virtually free from disorderly women and disorderly establishments. There have been so many arrests by vice officers in the recent past that Binghamton is now known throughout the East as a poor place for activities of an unsavory nature." A bakery wagon was struck by a trolley car in Endicott this morning. The wagon was demolished, but there were no serious injuries. A safe deposit box will be opened soon in an attempt to determine the true identity of a patient who died last week at the Binghamton State Hospital. Known as the Mystery Man, he claimed to be a descendant of the Vanderbilt family of New York City and said he was stolen away from that family as a child. And finally, a turkey was reported lost yesterday from a Cook Street residence in Johnson City. A reward is offered for its return. That was the news 100 years ago.
And there we have it. I like that last one. Finally, a turkey was reported lost yesterday from a Cork Street resident in Johnson City, New York, and a reward is offering. That was the big news. The missing turkey. So I did this for yesterday during the audio podcast. I presented this on the audio podcast and stuff. I get a kick out of listening to the news 100 years ago today. And a bakery wagon was struck by a trolley car. I didn't even know there was trolley cars there in Endicott, New York. Endicott, New York, that's the birthplace of IBM. IBM started there in Endicott, New York. I worked there for about 9 years at the plant there, and but they moved out years back, and that's when I got IBM moved out, and then they had a company called EIT, Endicott Interconnects, and I stayed there for 3 years, and then I moved down the road to another place where I was happily and gainfully employed at the day job, as I call it, for 17 years and stuff like that. So but it's just interesting that it was very important, but the news that was in the newspaper. You didn't have radio 100 years ago. The communication aspect that we have today, as far as that goes. So that's always interesting to bring that up. 100 years ago today. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, this is an interesting article. This is from the fire department. Let's see. Let's see, can I do this? Go back. Not sure if that's going to show up. Yep, it is going back. These are all the articles right here, but there was one article in particular. Oh, here we go. Broome County fire departments get safer foam, and this is the AFFF foam 3%. I used to work with this stuff in the Air Force. I was an aircraft rescue firefighter, and knock on wood, I'm a cancer survivor. People that there's evidence that indicates that firefighters that work around this particular product can get cancer. I don't think the cancer I got. I'm a cancer survivor. I had prostate cancer, and I think it was because I worked in manufacturing, and there was chemicals there at the Endicott plant and stuff like that, and I was exposed over a long term working there for 9 years. I think that's where I developed, because I was healthy when I retired from the United States Air Force some 28, 29 years ago. But this is coming up in the news to where fire departments get safer foam. So let's listen to this one.
Broome County firefighters will now be using foam that's safer for them and the environment. Foam is used as a fire suppressant on highways and railways in the county. The old type contained PFAS, which can cause serious health conditions and damage to the environment during runoff. The new Green Plus foam does not contain PFAS, making it a safer alternative for the first responders. Almost 1,000 gallons will be distributed to 11 fire departments.
This particular foam, we call it green foam, replaces 193 pails of foam that contains basically hazardous chemicals that are harmful to the environment and our firefighters. So this is a huge step forward for Broome County.
The state is deciding how to dispose of the old foam. But for a full list of the departments getting the new foam, you can visit our website. Broome County firefighters will now be using foam that's
So, like I said, this foam is used on fuel fires, and that's the primary hazard on aircraft rescue firefighting is fuel from the aircraft catching fire. And this foam, you lay a blanket of it, and it separates the fuel from the oxygen and stuff. It creates a barrier. It smothers the fire, but you have to spread it out. You can't. You're shooting out foam with a nozzle. You can't shoot it directly. You got to shoot it up, and you sort of like a rainfall effect, and it drops down and it smothers the. So I've worked extensively. So this is going to be a lot safer for firefighters that do work with it. You know, there are studies. I was fortunate because we used to use this stuff back in the day before the I call it the soap suds foam. They had this stuff that was called protein foam, and that was all, you didn't want to know what was in that and stuff like that. So this was an interesting article on a firefighter standpoint there as far as that goes. Let's see. Stop sharing. Let's see what else we got in the news. Anything? And let's see. We got Hal Massa is on. We'll do a check on him and Jim Figerty. We haven't checked in on them here in a little bit. So let's check. Let's see. How are we doing on time here? Let's see. Oh, hour and a half, so we're good. Let's see. Upstate New Yorkers brace for pre-Valentine's snowstorm. Ooh, what's this about? Let's see. Is this worth bringing up? Let's see. Because the weather, let me check the 10-day weather, because it's going to be, like I said, 50. It's going to be in the 50s right today. We got some cloudies out there. Cloud, the sun is rising. Let's go to the 4-day or the 10-day forecast here. On our 10-day forecast, I don't like that news item on the pre-Valentine's. Let's see. We're going to be 50, 43 today, 55, 35 for Saturday, 44, 30 for Sunday. Monday's in the 40, then it dipped down into the 30s on Tuesday, next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Valentine's Day is the 14th. And I don't see anything on the 10 days. So what the hell are they talking about? After the last few relative mild days, New Yorkers have been treated to, we may need to dust off our snow shovels again. I don't see anything in the forecast, as it looks like Valentine's Day may gift of a snowstorm. There's nothing on the chart. Let me check the Doppler on this one, folks. Let's check the Doppler. Oh, page not working. What's going on there? Are we still connected? Yeah, we're still connected. Okay. I'm going to bring up. Oh, let's see what we got here. Weather map. Let's take a look at the weather map. Here's New York. Let's bring the weather map up. Let's take a look at the weather map here. I don't see anything on the 4-day. Oh, we want this one. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Let's take a look at the weather. Just because that article just popped up, so it's something new. Like I said, I don't see it. Push it there. And you can see there's New York. We got a little we got some weather up there to the north of us. And what I'm seeing, yeah, up there north, and Syracuse and to the north. And it looks like there's some rain down Tennessee way going into Arkansas. But I don't see anything major as far as that goes. Let me go ahead and put this a key. Let's see. There's a major snowstorm coming up, and the 14th. That's like 6 days away. So usually something that would be out. Let's see. There we go. Would be out. You know, out in the middle of. But you got small little fronts there, I guess. So I'm not, and like I said, on the 10-day forecast, there's nothing on the graph. Matter of fact, for right now, for the 14th, for Valentine's Day, it's showing 37 degrees for the high, 24 for the low, and there's no pink. It looks like we might get a little bit of snow Monday going into Tuesday, but all practical purpose, I think I don't see where they're getting this snowstorm, so I have no clue what they're talking about here, and I don't want to bring it up. Let's see, but it says brace for snowstorm. Check it out again. Let's see. Although we've been basking in a string of mild days, giving a glimpse of what to come hopefully soon, initial forecasts suggested a winter storm is brewing, potentially bringing significant snow to upstate New York. AccuWeather meteorologists are closely monitoring, but you see right here, there's nothing on the map here that I can see. For right now, let's see, unless it changes over the weekend. They're closely monitoring the development of a storm that could shift a path the upcoming days if it moves northward. So that's the green that's down there in the south right now. It could bring multiple inches of snow throughout though the exact amount will ultimately depend on the storm's strength. Early AccuWeather graph indicates that most New York State can expect snowfall during the storm, except for New York City and parts. So they're forecasting this way out. Upstate New York has a 40 to 60% chance of seeing at least 3 inches. Wow. We'll have to keep tabs on this. So let me go ahead and present this. This is something to look at. Let me see. Let's bring this up. Let me get this set up here. We got a video here. Let's watch this video. Let's see if that changes. It changed. Okay, let's listen to this video as far as it's See what it has to say.
Forecast Center has been tracking this cold air. It'll infiltrate from the north. It'll spread across the East Coast. There is the potential, in case you haven't heard the rumor, for an impactful Valentine's Day storm for the East Coast. Let's go through the evolution of this, because we've got to have a low pressure system developed to the southeast. It's got to roll out to the coast, and we got to track it northward. If you forgot what snow looks like in New York, here's a little reminder. The last big storm for the I-95 corridor was January 2022, January 29th. 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago. Central Park had 8.5 inches during that storm. Could we see a repeat? Well, some of the models say there's a possibility the low would be in the right place, but there's also a solution that says it could be a complete miss.
Go figure.
Not what I'm thinking.
No.
I don't know. It's gonna be a tough call. Cold air might be in place. We'll see how this low moves about. I mean, we've got the overall setup with a low that's going to move out of the plains, and then once it emerges, we'll see if that cold air is in place for the Northeast. I mean, we still have that spread amongst the two major models here.
And then the other one, the Canadian model, which we don't have.
Hello, Aussie Joanna. Hello. And coming in from Australia. We just came across this article. We've been having great weather here in New York State. So the weather people here are saying we're going to have a storm here in the Northeast next week on Valentine's Day. A major storm where we're going to have a significant 3 to 6 inches of snow, which I don't see it as far as that goes. As far as if we go back to our weather map, as far as that goes. Let's see. Let me bring this one back up here. Let's bring it back up. Bring up our weather map. And the only place I see of any storm starting would be, well, from what they're saying now, and like I said, this is the first I'm hearing about it. As far as there's the weather map. As you can see down south here, this green that's right over Tennessee goes from eastern Tennessee all the way across Tennessee. If that develops right there, let's see how's that moving. Let's see how that's moving. And that's going straight east, so it's not moving up north, it's going straight across at an angle, sort of northeast across. It's not moving up here, so I don't see anything where this is going to develop. They're talking about this down here coming up, so that's good to hear. Yeah, it just I just come across that news article, but that's our current weather right now. Over there in Australia, let's travel over to Australia. Here's Australia. And there's the Australian weather currently right now, as far as that goes. And let's see, Joanne, she is from Queensland, the state of Queensland, in Toowoomba, Queensland, which is up here. That looks like there's we got some rain up there in Townsville and I think you said you were close to Brisbane, as far as that goes. So that's the current temperature or current weather right now. Let's see if we can get some temperatures there. Weather stations. Let's see. We want temperatures. There's the temperatures. There's the current temperatures that are flashing. So it looks like we're in the 80s. It looks like the high temperature's 81. It's 70 down in Brisbane, which would be, let's see, the Celsius scale is, let's see, 70 degrees in Brisbane, which would make it 21 Celsius. It's 21 Celsius down there in Brisbane, as far as that goes. So that's what's going on down in Australia. You can see most of the rain is along the coast, but for all practical purposes, temperatures range from what, 70s up into the 80s. I think so. There's what we got, and you can see over in New Zealand, it's in the 60s, 50s, and 60s. So, oh, I saw some 90s there in Western Australia. This in the bushland, it's 90, 94. So it's pretty hot out there in Western Australia. So. So that's what we have for the weather as we travel back to the United States. And there's the current temperatures in the United States. You can see we're in the 30s, 40s down in New York City, 33 up in Buffalo area. So I'm not sure where they're looking at for this weather as far as that goes, and such. So. There we have it. There we have it. So I'm not sure what's going on with that weather. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens next week. Let's see. What else we got? We got anything else? Let's check the whale. The whale. What's going on with the whale? Usually they have anything. I think the missus has meetings today, so I'm going to be holding down the home front here. No, there's nothing there. Let's see. Let's check WBNG. I wonder that's the local. They got some good weathercasters on WBNG. Let's check WBNG. And Channel 12, let's see what we got. Oh, they got a difference of weather models. Let's bring this one up.
Turning to the forecast now, when forecasting the...
Oh. Explaining the weather models. This should be interesting. Yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Let's see. Let me bring it up here. WBNG. Maybe they can explain the weather models. Let's see, we're going to go with present, boom, boom, and share. Oh, we got to push it. We forgot to push it. All right, let's listen to this one.
Forecasting the weather, meteorologists use weather models to help guide their forecast. But with so many different types of models, how are they different from one another? Well, First Alert meteorologist Connor Thompson breaks down differences for the longer-term models for us.
Us here at First Alert Weather refer to the GFS and Euro. And what does that mean and what exactly are they? What are the differences between these two long-term models? Well, let's first take a look at the GFS here. It is publicly available. This is funded by our taxes and it is run by NOAA, which is a government agency here. So that allows us to see it publicly available. On any weather website, we will be able to find the GFS. Now, what exactly goes into it? Well, we have a lower resolution. There are some higher resolution ones, so smaller space between the grid spaces. So just imagine a square. For the GFS, it is 13 kilometers per grid space. So
I'm not really understanding this guy's explanation. You're welcome, Joanne. As far as the weather for Australia, this guy's explaining those weather charts that they don't really. I guess it's the underlying things that make these weather guys look at stuff.
Now, you know that once we get past 7 days, it becomes a little bit unsteady, but it allows us to see some patterns develop Whether they hold true or not, that remains to be seen, but it allows us to see the differences in the short term and longer term with the GFS. Now, let's talk about the European model. Not freely available here. You have to pay to access it for the most part. There are some smaller scale European models that can be found, but they're not nearly as high def and give you as much data. It's run by the European Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting. A mouthful, but they are the ones that run it. They're the ones that put in all the data. And keep in mind, the Euro has been known as the more accurate of the two, and that's because it has a much higher resolution, 9 kilometers per those grid spaces as opposed to 13. Due to the higher res nature of this model, it can pick up more in the atmosphere. It can pick up a little bit more of the changes here. However, with that higher res, it does not go out as far, only going out 240 hours. So it is important to note, we use both of these, the GFS and Euro, despite the differences here, quite a bit, because they allow us to see some trends here. And let's take a look at what we can expect. Now, this is not the current forecast here. This is the differences that we can see in each run. This is from yesterday at 7 o'clock in the evening. This is the GFS run. Look at where that low is centered. We'll say over North Carolina, near Washington, D.C. We can even see maybe upwards a bit towards Maryland. But take a look at where the Euro is. Look where that is. That is well off the coast, upward near Boston. So what this shows us, it shows the differences in positioning, which then impacts the differences in the types of precipitation we might see, the timing of when we might see the wintry mix begin, if this is a winter storm, maybe even it's a summer storm, if we might see rain at all.
Connor Thompson, 12 News, Broome County.
So the European model, he's saying is accurate, but when they mention the European with the storms that we've had, it's just like they're slightly off. I could see the differences, locations of the low. So unless they're looking at the European model, because what I see on our current weather, I don't see anything. So that's interesting, just to talk about the weather as far as that goes. Let's see, what else do we have here on WBNG? Anything? Let's see. Yeah, I guess the 5 Marines, there was a heavy helicopter there for the Marines out in San Diego that were confirmed dead. That's sad news. New York State Park sees record 81.7. Okay, I think that's I'm not seeing anything. Oh, let's check one last spot here. Let's check. Let's see, Ozzy. I will be back a little late. Okay, I'm gonna probably end up finishing this up here, Ozzy. Thank you for stopping in, Ozzy, or Joanne. Ozzy Joanne. She's a Jim Figerty. Jim Figerty broadcaster there. Let's see. I wonder if let me go ahead and bring up. Let's see. Let's go ahead and mute this, and we'll be on Twitch. Let's bring up Jim Figerty. Let's check in on Jim Figerty as far as that goes. Let me see. Let's see. I'm not going to bring him up on the big screen. We're just going to bring him up here on the guest stars streaming together presentation. Let's see, Jim Figerty, share, and let's see how that looks. Oh, I got to push it. I got to push it. Got to push it, Rich. Got to push the broadcast. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Jim Figerty did this and stuff like that. This is the first time I'm doing this now. Let's see. Okay, there's Jim Figerty. Gotta move over a little bit to get the. I gotta move over a little bit as I bring this over. There we go. Oh, actually, I can make it smaller. Let's make it smaller like that. There we go. There we go. That'll work. Let's see what Jim has to say. Oh, he's typing.
And Trilogy Media. Perhaps my favorite scam baiting team out there. I love Trilogy Media because the production values are.
Oh, he's got the Discord going.
And the craft and care are unsurpassable. They caught predators. They don't just do scammers. They caught predators. Some people don't like their scam baiting style, but it's not so much that I like them for. I like them for their dedication to the craft. And believe it or not, I'm going to be asking Trilogy Media to be involved with Meet the Hunters once it gets underway. And don't be surprised if you see Arden Ashton and even Pierogi at the
a raid? Woo! Hey, Archie. Carla.
As guest stars. But I got to get the show started. I got to get it taken off. And then once they see it.
Archie. Good evening.
I'm going to put a red light this
We'll say good morning to Jim.
And Mr. Scam Bait. I already talked to her about that years ago.
Okay. We'll mind them. Yeah, it'll be all right. Yeah, we'll mind them. They need changing, do they?
Jim's giving us a shout out.
Fireman Rich, is he here?
I don't know yet. I really don't. It'll be up to the guest star.
Is Rich? I don't see him. Where is he?
I'm just going to let the drive go for it. I'm going to go ahead and play a radio. If it gets played, I should be able to...
Oh, hiya, Rich.
Hi, sir. Hello. He's saying hello to us. So good morning to you, Jim Figerty. He's a great guy, guys. You need to check him out.
How you doing, Rich?
Doing good.
Good to see you.
If you love fur babies, you'll love this radio. Well, just think of something that you like. You like cats, dogs.
He's a song for Rich Dewey.
You want to see a scammer get punched. I mean, the world is yours.
Driving along on his red brigade. Fireman Rich is do. Driving along on his red brigade. Yeah, I could do that, yeah. Well,
he has a great chat. He has a fantastic. He's gonna.
Too high. Fireman Rich and his red brigade driving to a fire. Fireman Rich and his red
He's doing a song. All right.
Gets up and he goes to the window and he brings some people down. Fireman Rich and his red brigade. Oh, Fireman Rich. Fireman Rich. Well, messing, you know. Fireman Rich with his red brigade, driving to a fire. Fireman Rich with his red brigade.
Look at all the birds he's got. He's got lots of birds. Oh, there you go.
Fireman Rich. Fireman Rich. He's driving to the fire up the street.
Nice. Very nice.
Fireman Rich.
Oh, very good. Very good. That's very good. Good way to end the broadcast here as far as, very good, sir. Thank you.
Here we go. All right. It's kind of hard to, off the cuff, to put words together off the cuff.
Okay, gotta go. end my broadcast and stuff.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll just say we gotta go.
Banana Foster, Broken Nun, Carla, Chrissy, Christina, Fireman Rich, Fluffy, Broad Girl, John Like Music, Mary, Lucy, C. Darlene, Mindy Yoshi, Squirtles on Film, T-Gun. I'm just calling out the names that I had there, but the lurkers. Hello, lurkers. Oh, girl, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, that's Jim Figerty. Just a good way to end the broadcast with Jim. A great guy. We enjoy him very much, and we wish him the best as far as that goes. A little pop in there to end the broadcast here. We're up on our 2-hour mark, and I'm out of coffee too. Oop, I'm sorry. I'm out of coffee, so we're going to get our day started. We're going to start a hashtag positive start today, hashtag PSTTD, to get going here. And again, Jim Figerty, check him out. Where's his card here? I got his card. Let's see. Where's his card? There he is. There's Jim. For those watching on the replay on Rumble and YouTube, check out Jim Figerty on Twitch. He's a great guy. We enjoy him. He's an Irishman over there. He broadcasts every day for like 4 hours. And let's see, is Total Dad on? No, he was on. I want to say thank you to him as far as that goes. Where's my other card? I'm missing my cards here. What the hell? I'm starting to get more cards than what I can handle here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. That's what I want right there. So we're going to go ahead and end the broadcast, and this has been a good 2 hours. End of the week. We made it to the weekend, and we'll see what the day brings today. As far as that goes, we're going to be going out for, I think I'm going out for more. I'm not sure. I got to talk with the missus if she's going to go out. I think I saw her bag out in the kitchen there. She might have some meetings today. I didn't think she had any meetings. But this is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch, which I love broadcasting on. But you can find me over there at Fireman Rich on X/Twitter, Truth Social, Blue Sky. It doesn't cost. You don't need an invite. You can go ahead and sign up for Blue Sky, Instagram, Threads. All 4 of those is at Fireman Rich, and then on the on the Facebook, public Facebook, the Real Fireman Rich. Usually, if I broadcast on Twitter, I like Twitter now. I like the X/Twitter again. So there is a few things I do post up there. I will not post on the other ones, but for the most part, those are the main ones that I'm on, with a few others. So we're going to go ahead and end the broadcast just in time, because we got another commercial in 4 minutes, and I just don't want to go through another commercial. So you all have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. I think if Tony has a broadcast, Tony D, just to highlight Tony D's broadcast, the last episode of Bell Kings Fantasy Football. Check out his Twitter feed. Be Sunday at 10:30. As far as that goes. So I'm looking forward to that. If he does have it, he may not. And we'll see. But this is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch, wishing you all well. Have a great day today, folks, wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Have a good one.